Hey guys, this is going to be a really long video. It's a poker hand that I played today, and it was actually the second best hand that I played. It wasn't the best hand, but it was a very well played hand by me. I wrote the hand into text, and I was going to send it to you guys. Joel, Chris, CJ, Andre. I'm going to shout out to those 4 people, but if somebody else wants to watch it, this video, that's fine, but I'm only going to send this video to 4 people. This could be a very long video. Anyways, I wrote up the whole thing. It took me 20 minutes to write, and right when I was about to finish it, my phone died. And the iPhone, it does everything except tell time. It's like Spy Kids. Anyways, I don't want to waste your time, you guys. This is going to be a great video. I do. I feel loopy. I'm bipolar, and I'm on my meds. I just feel so loopy. I feel so good. I'm thinking so great right now. Just want to let you guys know. I opened to 15, middle position, UTG3. Ellen DeGeneres, she gets that a lot. She's very generous. She works at she works with 8-year-olds at the 3rd grade school, and she's very nice, very sweet. She thinks Donald Trump can't possibly win because he's a jerk. And if there's an easy way to do it, she would say she'd bet all of her money against him, you know? And she's really nice, and she's the tightest player in the casino by far. She folds to bets. She's scared of spiders, raises, and bets. She always thinks you have it, and she has the worst red line. Well, she has a really bad red line, but because she folds so much, you know, she often has an overpair, you know, so she doesn't have to fold a lot of runouts. But she does have a losing red line, and anyone at any time can bluff her, but no one's good enough to even know that she's a tight player. They just look at their cards. But she's so nice and so sweet, and she says, Eric. Oh, and by the way, she's a winning player. She's up lifetime. One time she won $3,300 in one day, in like a 20-hour session or something. She was up all night, and you know, she mops up that money. Ellen, she's an extremely old fat woman, and if the flush gets if the flush gets there, she's gonna fold, you guys. She raises me pre-flop. $45. And being out of position, we're both deep. I'm just gonna fold this hand. Really. And by the way, you guys can speed this video up 1.25x if you don't like what's going on here. Video's too long. I forgot to mention that. You know. Incredibly, the small blind and the big blind call. Okay, so we're looking at 135, 150. And now the pot odds are pretty extreme. Of course I'm calling now, so okay, we'll get a hopefully flop and open it straight draw or something, trips, I don't know. I call. Flop is king, queen for all diamonds, and I have the jack of diamonds. Let me think for a second. Check, check. Right? I check it. Ellen bets $55. I usually get lazy on thinking about what other people have, which is really bad. But if you flop like an unfoldable hand, you really just want to be thinking about stack sizes, pot geometry, and the differences between calling and raising. and you want to just stop thinking about what people have because it doesn't matter if the nuts are effective nuts, you know. And so sometimes I just, and this is what I did at the time, I wasn't even thinking about her and how shut and tight she is and what it takes for her to bet here and all that stuff. That's okay. I'm looking more pot odds and, well, the big blind calls. Remember, the board is king, queen, 4, all diamonds. King, queen, 4 diamonds. Check, check, check. Bet, call, fold. And now it's on me. The reason why I bring this hand up, it's super interesting hand. A lot of people are calling here. You just call. You have top pair. You have a top pair and a flush draw. You know what's amazing? I start thinking about Ellen. What does she have? This is insane, you guys. The Cholo Mexican that's eating a burrito, he could have anything. He thinks he has the nuts with a king, with a queen, and with a diamond. This guy, he's so loose and drunk and bad and all that. But Ellen, I start thinking, what does she have? And I say, you know what she has? Ace king. No diamond. And I'm thinking, you know, she has a little bit of stack there. But not that much. $500. Does that sound about right? $450 maybe. And I have a lot of money. But this is gonna sound crazy. I'm kind of already stacking off. Like, you know, I'm stacking off with better hands. This is gonna be hilarious, you guys. I'm gonna bluff. That's right. I'm gonna bluff raise this big, like max bluff. And what's funny is, like, a lot of people are like, well, are we value betting or are we, you know? I'm gonna bluff raise Ellen off of ace king, possibly aces, you know. She doesn't raise pre-flop with very many hands. I just think she will. And you know what else is hilarious? It's a value bet against the other guy too at the same time. So it's a bluff, value, bet. I raise it and she says, oh, you know, oh no, you know. Multi-way. She's very tight. She folds it. She folds. And I'm like, wow, it worked. She has ace king. You know. It was great. The other guy, he's, yeah, I'll put the money in. And the board runs out with the 8 of diamonds and the 3. And he mucks his hand. My flush is good. Don't know what he had. Ellen says, oh, I had you on the flop. I said, yeah, well, folded ace king. She says, oh. Ace king? I wouldn't raise ace king pre-flop. That's a drawing hand. I said, oh. aces. Oh, with no diamond. He says, no. Huh? Okay, remember, the board is just king, queen, 4 of diamonds on the flop. She said, I thought you had a flush. My only chance was a full house. I said, what? She had queens. For middle set. Alright. So I guess we're getting her off middle set too. What a great bluff raise value. Yes, 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 and yes. I mean, I knew she was tight, but that is something. I would say she's the tightest player in the casino ever, but there's this other guy who's he's extremely old and extremely rich, and there was a bet and a raise pre, and he folded queens on the button. Went super deep at the main game, and he flopped top set. He would have flopped top set, and we all made fun of him. But he's a multimillionaire in stocks, and all he cares about it, you know. I think that guy's maybe tighter in a lot of spots, in some spots, but that is really nitty. That's really tight, you know. If I have a full house, I guess she doesn't know pot odds really at all. But if I have a flush, you're not losing that much money. Yeah, come on, there's so many hands you're ahead of. Queens. Okay, and I believe her. She's very, very honest, you know. It was that or kings, because she didn't say her exact hand, but it wasn't 4s, and she said a set, but there's only one combo of kings. Anyway. I won $355 on the session. 6 hours, 5 hours of play, something like that, 5.5 hours.